What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my Godzilla comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Godzilla Here There Be Dragons, issue number 3. This one, of course, is written by Frank Tieri, artwork by Inaki Miranda. So the same creative team that's been on the other couple issues of the storyline. I've actually been enjoying Godzilla Here There Be Dragons. I think having the pirate approach to this storyline makes it a little bit more unique, makes it stand out. Obviously, like the human aspect to this thing in terms of people like being able to fight up against Godzilla and that, they're not going to stand a chance at all. Like their technology is completely inferior. Even like modern military stuff has trouble against Godzilla. So just kind of the interesting aspect is just seeing these types of characters in this setting and how they tell it in terms of Godzilla. So it's got things I like. It's got pirate aspects and it's got Godzilla. I mean, what could go wrong with this thing? But of course, at the end of the last issue, we had that cliffhanger where Captain Henry Hull over here was about to be hung, and then of course he gets saved once again, and he's allowed to continue telling his story. The guy who tried to hang him like is constantly getting reprimanded. He's like, this guy is doing this full of crap, and then he's just kind of like cocky and arrogant. But he once again continues to tell the story about these kaiju across the world, and like what their destructive tendencies and also being worshipped. I mean, that's kind of cool aspects. Hedorah's in this thing too, although I thought his origin was more... Well, you know what? Hedorah's origin gets a little confusing sometimes. But anyway, so Hedorah's here as well. They also do reveal that there's a secret society, the Sons of Giants, that worship these various kaiju or whatever across the world that tries to keep the secrets of them. And like people trying to reveal them, like it leads to the cost of their own lives. Like, this is some interesting looking stuff right here. Like, I mean, this feels like straight out of like Eyes Wide Shut. Like, I kind of want to see this cult aspect of these people who try to keep these secrets of the monsters like explored a little bit more. I kind of like the conspiracy theory covering it up sort of stuff with the various titans and just kind of seeing where that like unfolds and such. But yeah, so Henry Hull continues to tell his story. He tells the story about this like one captain who was like the only survivor of Godzilla's attack here. He also like wants to go after Sir Francis Drake, but he ended up stranded on the island. But guess who shows up? Sir Francis Drake. So we got that going on here. Ebera is there as well. And we also come to find out that Godzilla's treasure, or the treasure, is hidden within Godzilla's cave. So one of the plans to enact to kind of get to that treasure is to have Godzilla and Ebera fight, and then when they're distracted, that's when you pick up the treasure. So that's kind of where the story ends in terms of this issue right here. So there are some interesting aspects to it. Like I said, I think the secret society that worships these titans and tries to keep their secrets from the world so not everybody else knows, I think that's kind of cool. It's a little bit interesting. I think the upcoming Monarch Legacy of Monster show is going to really kind of explore the government in that, trying to keep this stuff a secret. But now that the secrets are out, like how does the world change in that aspect? But here it's set in ancient times, so you could keep secrets like this on display a lot easier because not everyone's going to be there to see it with their own eyes, if you will. So I like that aspect to it. I like the artwork in this thing. And again, the pirate aspect to it and having it like a Godzilla storyline set in this time period, I think it's more interesting and a little bit exciting. And you know what? It's like I said, we're in a really good time to be a Godzilla fan. I mean, look at all the different Godzilla storylines coming out right now. Look at the different takes, the unique visions on display here. Like I just talked about the Godzilla Rivals for Space Godzilla, the one written by Matt Frank, which has some absolutely like drop dead gorgeous art. I think it's the best work Matt Frank has done, where it's just a Space Godzilla focused storyline set in another planet, and we get to see Space Godzilla do things like some pretty hardcore things that you normally don't get to see in the movie. So I thought that was actually kind of cool. And then jumping for that, now I have something you know, with the alien stuff and all that future technology, now I have something like set in the past where it's pirate themed. And then we have like the Godzilla -1 trailer where it's going to be like a period piece film, something dark and sinister with Godzilla. And then we have the Monarch Legacy of Monsters trailer dropping up. And then next month we have the Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. And then there's just so many other Godzilla things right now. I feel spoiled as a fan. In fact, there's like a Godzilla collaboration with Gamera on the Godzilla Battle Line game, which Godzilla and Gamera finally crossing over, and of course their first time is in a video game, or not really a video game, it's like a mobile game or whatever. I don't know, I never really got to play Godzilla Battle Line. I'm sorry fans, but I just never did. But yeah, like I said, that to me is actually kind of cool and a little bit interesting and exciting, the fact that we're getting all these different like unique Godzilla takes at the same time. Like I said, to me it's fun, it's exciting to be a fan, and this is a comic book that I have been enjoying overall. So I mean, not too much to complain about here. I think there's only like 2 issues left in this thing. So it'll be fun to kind of collect this thing when it becomes like a trade paperback, just kind of have it there. Like, hey, you like Godzilla? You like pirates? Well, here you go. Here's a Godzilla pirate theme story. And then the next issue he's going to fight Ebra. At least that's what it's setting up. So there's some intrigue there. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this particular issue. Not much else, but it's something that I enjoyed overall. So there you go. All right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. More videos coming up later on this week, or now that it's Sunday. So I'm all caught up with the comic book stuff I think that I wanted to talk about. I don't think there's really anything else that I can think of. So yeah, look forward to more stuff starting next week. Or maybe I'll get that Gamma Rebirth video out at some point. I got to finish that series. So I will definitely talk about Gamma Rebirth at some point, but I haven't quite finished the show yet. So that'll be the next kaiju-related video I make, unless some other big Godzilla-related news drops within the next couple days. So look forward to all that stuff. All right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.